So first, we need to talk about the music. It's not Minecraft. It's not surprising that it's not C418, as he did mention some time ago about a problem making an agreement with Mojang licensing. As to why Lana Rain wasn't used, I'm not sure, and I couldn't find any sources, so we don't know whether she'll be in the movie itself or not, but I would be surprised if not. Music is such a huge part of the game, and losing C418 is already a massive blow to the nostalgia potential. And then a quick note on the portal. Some people have complained that it's blue rather than purple, but it's unlikely it's a Nether portal. It's probably a portal to the real world, so it makes sense that it's a different colour. And then we get this massive shot of a village, and some of the colours I'd say do seem a bit off, and it's kind of overwhelming. But when you look at each part individually, I think there is some loyalty to the game. And like, it'd be cool to imagine walking through that in real life. And in the second wide shot, there's some pretty epic terrain. Really fits the game's world generation, and it's pleasant to look at. But again, there's something a bit strange about it all, and I definitely blame it on there being humans. They don't look like they're actually stepping on the grass. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with the green screen. I think the contrast between the humans and the background is just too big to fix it. And next we see the infamous sheep. I'd agree it does look creepy with its mouth open, probably due to the realistic teeth and the pale skin. But once its mouth is shut, I think it's kind of cute. It does have the right shape and the right fur to be Minecraft in real life. It just goes to show how it's probably the humans that makes the background look so weird, because in this shot, you've only got the sheep and no humans, and it just looks so much less weird. Another small thing I like about this is the fact it's a pink sheep, which is obviously rare. That suggests to me that they're putting at least a little thought into Minecraft lore, like what players actually care about. I've been saying a lot of good stuff so far. There's some stuff I really don't like later on, but this next bit I really like too, which is the Piglins and the Ghasts. If you watched Captain Sparkle's Minecraft music series, then you'll remember the Piglins were these epic villains. So I think it's super cool that they seem to be taking on a major role as the villains in the movie. We also got some potential lore from Jeb on Twitter. He said that in Minecraft Legends, the Piglins use nether water to survive in the overworld. They don't get zombified. And I've seen it mentioned by viewers that it's possibly the Seer from Legends and the Orb of Dominance from Dungeons. But this does worry me somewhat, as I haven't played either game, so I don't know any of the lore, and I was kind of hoping it'd be Minecraft only. If it's more leaning towards this new one I don't even know anything about, I think that's a little bit disappointing. But I have seen at least one person who's excited to see Legends get some attention. So there may be some viewers that are happy to hear this, and of course that makes me happy too, really. Side, like I said, something I really like is the Piglins, and the Ghasts do look scary. I think they're much creepier than in the game, whilst not straying too far from the source material, so I think that's a good choice. But they do look squishy, kind of like camembert, which is a bit odd. And there's the wolf, and I've seen a lot of love from the viewers. For some reason, when I first saw it, I didn't like it, but when I looked at it again, I was like, whoa, it looks so good. It fits the game's aesthetic while looking realistic. The face looks cute without looking weird like the sheep. But then there's something that I find really disappointing, and that's the crafting table scene. It's like, what's going on? I hope this is just a problem with perspective, because the items aren't even in the squares, and it doesn't look like a real Minecraft recipe. I know there's some artistic license, but I don't want them messing up like a really core aspect of the game, so hopefully it looks better in production. On the other hand, the background in this shot is awesome. You see tons of great props like swords, diamond helmets, blocks of TNT, and a game accurate painting. Perfect. The next shot is also really good. I really like the trees and the night sky, that giant mountain in the background with lava coming down the sides. Possibly my favourite background from the trailer, and hopefully there's some really breathtaking backdrops to look forward to. Also, the fact that they're collecting a block, like interacting with the environment, there may be some building, which I think would be fun. Then, when we see my fave Piglins again, there are a couple signs in the background. One of them is Steve's Lava Chicken, which I thought could maybe be a nod to the common use of lava in chicken farms. And Reddit user Fastig2189 suggested it could be referring to a strider, possibly. And Reddit user Rick Sanchez pointed out the sign Exploding Pig as possibly being creepers. As many of you know, the creeper was accidentally created while trying to render the pig model, so this seems like a good nod. And talking creepers, they've been getting a lot of hate for being fluffy, but they're not really fluffy. This is more obvious in the movie poster, I think. It shows that it's actually grass, which makes sense because creepers are meant to be like grassy, leafy, like, camouflage, so they can blend in with the environment. And something I'm really curious about is if they're going to animate the creepers blowing up, like what's that going to look like? Loads of grass going everywhere, like jumping in a pile of leaves. We get a quick look at the Nether, which looks pretty good. Without all the flowers that the overworld has, it's less overwhelming. And I'm wondering if they'll do more Nether biomes or just the ones shown. I think I'd like to see some more of the biomes if possible. Then we return to the humans. And from what little we've seen of them, I'm kind of worried that they're going to be cringe. Like their facial expressions and their quips. I know it is a kids' movie, but I think kids probably have standards too, right? Like they want a good movie, right? And some kids' movies are really good. Plus, a huge chunk of the viewers are going to be like late teens, early 20s, been playing since they were little kids. Milk that nostalgia, throw in some nods to early game stuff, add some depth to the characters and plots. It'll be so disappointing if it's just like a quick, empty money grab. But this is just a trailer. Like in the actual movie, they could totally prove me wrong, and that'd be amazing. That aside, I said there was some stuff I really don't like. What is going on with Steve's anti-V-neck, as I heard one person aptly call it? And the material looks ribbed, which I guess isn't that big a deal, but what's with the neck? It's Steve's shirt on his skin. It's like a crew neck, right? And I don't get why they've done this. It's so easy just to get a crew neck blue shirt. Why did they choose something so wrong? It's like they looked at it and thought, what's the complete opposite? Maybe that'll be explained in the movie. And then the second was confusing and actually, which a lot of people have been complaining about, I think, is the long grey hair and his different facial hair from Steve. It doesn't look like Steve, yeah, but this could be explained with a time skip. And talking about other characters, I couldn't find any information on Alex's actress, so maybe it's just Steve. And another character which we don't see and I really want to see is the Ender Dragon. I think that would look really sick. All that aside, I did really like the way the title screen was built, and it gives us a close look at the cows, which seem decent, pretty game accurate. And hopefully there'll be some more building like this in the movie. We've got crafting, which hopefully will be better in production, and so I want some mining and some building as well, hopefully. In the movie you see this llama just chilling, and like the sheep and Steve, the llama's become somewhat infamous, but I kind of like it. It's the right like shape and the fur looks really fluffy, and I found the facial expressions kind of funny, yeah, kind of cringe too, but I think some cringe is allowed. It's not that serious a movie, but that doesn't mean we just want like loads of cringe. It needs to be a good movie, it needs to be game accurate, it needs to look nice, it needs to have likable characters, tons of nostalgia, please. Best of all, I want to be like finding out new things about the movie like months later. Did you know that there's this thing in the background? That'd be so cool. Overall, the trailer has a ton of stuff that's just odd, frustrating, inaccurate, but also plenty that looks amazing, and I'm really excited to see the final product. It's up to you, but I'm definitely giving it a chance. I'm planning to watch the movie as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you had a ton of fun, and I'll see you in the next one.